210 Boxing TV here with Abel Ramos. Got a big fight, Cody Crawley on a major pay-per-view card, Benavidez Plant. Talk about this fight a little bit.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be an exciting fight. Going against undefeated Cody Crawley, tough opponent, man, and we're looking for an exciting fight.
Now, Cody Crawley, he's really good. He can move his legs pretty good. The way he comes forward, uses angles. He's pretty aggressive. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, man, that's what we've been seeing in his fights. You know, he comes forward a lot, he likes to put a lot of pressure, and I'm hoping he'll do that. So that's what we're preparing for.
Now, I've seen a lot of your fights, Abel. Watch you spar over the last few days. You love to mix it up. You love to bang. You like to fight on the inside. Do you feel like that's going to favor you in this fight?
I think so, man. I think I have more power than him. He only has like 9 knockouts out of the wins. So, I'm not underestimating his power, though, of course. Yeah, man, I think in the inside, I think it's going to be a better fight for me.
Now, the last time we saw you out was about a little bit more than a year ago. You had a controversial decision loss to Santa Maria. How was the fight? And then when you the decision, what was your reaction and how'd you feel about it?
Yeah, man, it was a crazy fight. It was a last minute replacement. I was supposed to fight Josecito Lopez on that card. So all of that took a little bit of a toll, because Santa Maria was just running, man. He ran the whole fight. He was moving a lot, and we weren't prepared for that. We were preparing for Josecito, a fighter that comes forward. But yeah, man, no excuses. That even if I would have gotten the win, I think I wouldn't be happy with my performance that night.
Now, I also wanted to touch on something. What was the feedback that you got from that fight? People reaching out to you, hey, you got robbed, you won. What were people telling you after that fight?
Yeah, man, everybody was telling me, man, you got robbed. It was I watched the fight and I honestly thought I won. I thought I pulled it off. But, it is what it is, man. Boxing, it's just like that sometimes, man.
Is this the opportunity that you've been waiting for? As you mentioned, pay-per-view, Cody Crawley. Do you feel like a win will get you right back there in the rankings that you need to be at?
Yeah, man, of course. This is a fight that I was waiting for to get me right back. Cody Crawley's he's an undefeated fighter, and this is going to be a pay-per-view fight, WBC eliminator. So this is going to put me right back in the mix, man.
Talk about your nephew for a minute. You big boxing family, the Ramos, y'all are kind of like the Mayweathers. Everybody boxes. Jesus Sr., yourself, Jesus Jr., Jonathan, Allen. I mean, they all box.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Yeah, man, we've been a boxing family ever since, little. We used to watch every fight, every pay-per-view fight back then. And after the fights, we used to pull out the gloves and start sparring each other, man.
It's backyard boxing, basically?
Yeah, in the kitchen, in the living room, anywhere, man. So that's all I know, man. Junior, because Mono Ramos, that's all he knows, man. That's all he knows. That's how he's been seeing his whole life. So, all of my nephews, they know how to fight, man. Even the ones that don't train, they know how to fight.
Now, him being your nephew, right, Jesus Ramos, how has it been knowing him since he was a baby and watching him grow and where he's at right now, him being 22, 19-0 with 15 knockouts? Do you feel like he's one of the most underrated or maybe slept on Mexican fighters in the game right now?
Yeah, man, watching him grow, he would, we used to train in the garage. He used to come out, in his little pantuflas and just fucking out of the couch and just go out there and train, man. And since he was little, and yeah, man, it's been great seeing him rise in the boxing. I think he's taking the right path, the right steps in his boxing career. Taking good fights little by little, and then so this fight I think is gonna be good for him, man. He's fighting a undefeated prospect as well, So I think after this fight, they'll take him serious for sure.
Because everyone, they talk about Virgil Ortiz, they talk about Ryan Garcia, they talk about Bam Rodriguez, but it seems like Jesus is like the one that they don't talk about. Do you feel like that can change after this weekend?
Yeah, of course, man.
Or next week, I should say.
Yeah, of course, man. Because even right now, he's faced a lot of good fighters, man. Even this early in his career, you just gotta check his box rig and see that, But yeah, man, those guys, like Ryan Garcia, like you said, they got a lot of big following, so they got a little bit more hype. But I think Mono's gonna show it this fight.
Now, in the future, right? I saw they have the WBC has him ranked number 7, and then Fundor's interim champion, and then it's crazy because he's fighting Brian Mendoza, a guy that Jesus beat by unanimous decision. Do you feel like the PBC is trying to build Ramos and Fundora as a title fight in the future once Charlo moves up?
I think so, man. I think so, and that's a good fight. That's somebody that our whole team have been looking at for Mono. that's a fighter that we've always said, man. That's gonna be the fighter that you might fight for a title, you know, against Fumbora.
So you already saw this coming?
Oh yeah, man, for sure. That's what we've been. I mean, he's one of the top guys at 154, so we gotta keep him on the radar.
And then Mexican versus Mexican, you can't ask for anything better, right?
Yeah, man, that's gonna be an exciting fight.
Benavidez versus Plant. How long have you known David?
Man, I've known them since they were little, man. I've known David since, his whole family. I used to spar a lot with Junior, and yeah, man, I was seeing him when he was 15, beating up on grown men, man, just fucking beating the shit out of them, man. He was that type of talent.
And then he was always big, right? Like a fat kid,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then him growing and then transforming to what he is now. Is this the best shape you've ever seen? I don't know if you've seen the pictures of him and
Yeah.
videos of it. Is this the best shape you've ever seen him in?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think he looks strong. He looks ready. You can tell that he put the work in, and yeah, man, I can't wait for that fight. It's gonna be good.
You have a prediction for Benavidez Plant?
Yeah, man. I think David's gonna stop him in the later rounds.
The later rounds. And what problems do you think Plant could possess, or do you feel like David is just too big, just too much pressure, too many punches?
I think early on, you know, Caleb can give him a good fight just because he's so athletic. You know, he's got the speed, he's got the movement. But I think overall, David's just his output, man, is just a lot of punches, a lot of pressure. I think that's gonna catch up to him.
All right, man. Abel, let the fans know where they catch you on social media.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on Abel Ramos Boxing on Instagram and Abel Ramos on Facebook.
All right, man. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you.
Thanks, man.